Hello, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to take a deep dive into the differences in South Carolina and North Carolina. We'll see why you may choose to make the Palmetto State your home over our neighbor to the north. First up, and a big one for most people, is cost of living. South Carolina provides a more wallet-friendly lifestyle. It's almost 5% cheaper to live, work, and play in South Carolina than North Carolina. For example, comparing capital cities, Columbia, you'll find that housing prices are notably more affordable than Raleigh, allowing for a more spacious living without breaking the bank. Likewise, in Greenville, grocery expenses and daily necessities come in at a more manageable cost than compared with the bustling Charlotte metro area. If you're looking to stretch your dollars, living in the Southern Carolina can help. Now, in case you're watching for the first time, I'm David Crum, and if you want to know everything there is to know about living in South Carolina, make sure you subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first one to learn about the current market. And by the way, if you want one of our free guides, check the description. That's where all our contact information is as well. Whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send an email, or schedule a Zoom call and talk to me personally, and I'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to my state. Now, let's get on to the differences in North Carolina and South Carolina. My number 2 is the climate. South Carolina's climate is a magnet for those who adore warmer temperatures. We draw people from all over the North, Midwest, and Northwest that are looking for milder climates. Even people in the Southwest are coming here to enjoy a break from the scorching summers they experience out west. Our beach areas are especially a draw for those considering North and South Carolina. Charleston offers mild winters, and it's ideal for year-round activities such as boating, fishing, and strolling along the historic waterfront. It's a historic event if snow comes to Charleston. South Carolina seasons extend the beach season, giving residents and visitors more opportunities to have sun, fun, and surf throughout the year. Milder climate extends to the western parts of the states as well, with snow accumulation happening much more often in the mountains of Asheville or Hendersonville, North Carolina, compared to below the state line and out of the Blue Ridge in Greenville or Spartanburg, South Carolina. Let's jump back into a financial consideration, and that is taxes. South Carolina's income tax could be higher or lower depending on your tax bracket. I'd love to give a blanket answer here, but there are too many variables if you're working, if you're using retirement or Social Security, and how each state treats them. You'll need to consult a tax professional to make sure about how your taxes are going to play out if this is a big part of your choice between the Carolinas. Now, property taxes are lower in South Carolina, averaging 0.5% of the assessed value, compared to North Carolina with an average of 0.78%. Both of these numbers come from taxrates.org and are for 2023. Now, moving back away from the CPA stuff to the beauty of the states, let's consider my next factor, historic charm. South Carolina is a living testament to America's rich history. Charleston's Battery District showcases colonial-era homes, cobblestone streets, and iconic landmarks like Fort Sumter, really allowing you to step back in time. Beaufort's Historic District is a gem. It offers antebellum architecture, guided tours, and a glimpse into South Carolina's storied past. Greenville's beautiful downtown combines historic sites like the Poinsett Hotel and Wythe Pavilion with modern additions that make it a fun and charming place to visit or live. North Carolina does have some great history, but for enjoyability, I'm going with the Palmetto State. If you've dreamt of coastal living, South Carolina beckons. In fact, even the far corner of South Carolina is within about 5 hours of the beach. Now, I'll admit North Carolina may be fairly tied with South Carolina here since they do have a longer coastline. Even though it goes farther to the north and may be a little bit chillier at the top, it does have several nice places to live beachside. But in my slightly biased opinion, South Carolina pulls ahead with Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and the Barrier Island communities up and down the coast. Myrtle Beach is not just a vacation spot, it's a lifestyle. Imagine waking up to ocean views, enjoying beachfront dining, and soaking in the vibrant boardwalk atmosphere. Compared to Charleston, I feel like Myrtle Beach focuses on entertainment and activities, where Charleston offers more historic character and upscale offering. Hilton Head Island, one of the barrier islands I mentioned, elevates beachfront living with even more upscale communities, world-class golf courses, and pristine beaches, really offering a luxurious coastal experience. My next point for South Carolina is the southern hospitality that you're going to find here. If you're looking for a big city, we really don't have that, but I believe that tends to lend to more friendliness in the state. Greenville's community organizes local events, farmers markets and festivals, creating a sense of belonging and camaraderie among residents. Except for the coldest months, there is always something happening in the downtown area. Near Augusta, Georgia, Aiken, South Carolina's small town charm lies in its welcoming neighborhoods where neighbors become friends and community events and foster connections and relationships. When you're in South Carolina, I encourage you to be friendly, wave when you pass somebody in a neighborhood, speak to the people near you in line. I think you're going to find a smile and somebody happy to talk about their experience living in my state. Now, next up, we're coming to something that won't be for everyone, and that's South Carolina's golf courses. I mentioned Hilton Head's golf earlier, and Harbortown Golf Links in Hilton Head is a PGA Tour favorite. It's known for its challenging holes, stunning views, and prestigious golf tournaments that attract golf enthusiasts. Kiowa Island's Ocean Course is a golfer's dream, offering championship level play, breathtaking ocean views, and a challenging layout that tests even the most seasoned players. Now, up further to the north, Myrtle Beach is the golf capital of the world and has more than 90 courses available. You can tee off every day for 3 months without repeating a hole. My next difference is in politics. Now, this is a hard subject for a lot of people, but let's jump in anyway. If you're looking for a state that leans red, then South Carolina is the place for you. The Palmetto State votes pretty consistently Republican, with the Greenville area being the most conservative large population center and the Charleston area being the most likely to swing Democrat. North Carolina's big cities pull that state blue, but it still elects members of both parties across the state, being more middle of the road or divided than South Carolina. Now, this could be a plus or a minus for you. You'll have to decide. So there you have it, folks, the biggest differences in North and South Carolina. If you've lived in both and want to let us know your biggest difference, that would be great. That'll help anyone who's considering a move here or there. And remember, whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, I'd love to hear from you so I can see how we can make your move to the Palmetto State a smooth one. Until then, I'm David Crum, and I look forward to showing you around my home state of South Carolina. I will see you in the park.